Hello, my name's Steph and I'm going to show you how to do a scooby at the beginning and how to do your first few stitches. Can be quite tricky depending on what material you're using. I recommend using the actual plastic scoobies, but I'm just using some ribbon. It's all the same basically. It's just a bit trickier with the different things that you use. So I've got a blue and an orange one to show you. You can do it the same colour, it doesn't have as much effect. This is what I'm trying to achieve. This is in blue and red. And this is in blue and purple. They look quite cool. As you can see, quite a nice strong one. So it depends what kind you want to do, but I'm going to do a tight stitch one, which will turn out like this. So you have to have quite good strength to pull it nice and tight. Not too tight or the stitch will just completely disappear. Right, so I'm going to start with the orange. What I want you to do at first, if you're using ribbon, make sure it's completely dead straight, so it's all face away, not like all twisted and things like that. And you make sure that each end, you do this with the normal scooby, is touching. You go down to the middle and make sure it's all the same way, like so. Yeah, put the thumb in the loop. Then you grab your other colour, stick it through the loop, make sure it's the same what you've just done, but this time they're conjoined. Make sure, I'm just going to hold it here just to make sure it's easier. Still making sure each time I move it's going to turn out exactly what I want. Okay, so I'm going to put the blue at the back. I know you can't see this at the minute, I'm just going to put the camera down so you can see. Right, so after you've done that, you need to make them look like they're in a cross, like this. See that? I've got the blue at the back. Now I want the blue, because it's at the back, to be so it comes out the top. The orange is on top and it's going horizontally. And this is going diagonally. Going downwards like this, yeah? Right, so you take the top, in my case the blue one, the top bit, put it over the orange. That's your first one, first move. Then you grab the side one and you take it over the blue. So now the orange is on top, like so. Can you see that? Then you take the back blue one that you haven't moved yet and put it over both oranges, like so. Then you take the other orange that you haven't touched over the blue and under the other blue. See that? And then you pull it all together, nice and tight. And then your first stitch should look like that. If you're using a keyring, when you first started off by putting this one down, before you put it down, slide your little loop through this so it reaches to the middle, and then pull it down and carry on as you would normally. That's how you attach something else, because it would be attached to the blue bit you see at the back there. Right, so I've just done my first stitch. It doesn't look much like a scooby at the minute, because I haven't done my first proper stitch. That was my one to put it all together. So I'm going to start with the orange. If it helps, put your thumb in the middle as a guideline. At the beginning it can be quite hard, so what I do is I put it underneath at the bottom on both of them to keep it in place. Then I grab the blue ones and I make it go through the opposite loop. Making sure none of it's twisted. Make sure you do not cross these over. They have to be on exactly the same side as they was when you put it together, or else it won't work. Hang on, I've just dropped that, I'm sorry. Right. So I make my bunny ears. You see how it is? You've got this one on this side and this one on this side, so they're opposite because you've got the blue in the middle. You make sure they stay on exactly the same side when you put them round in your loop. I will try and do it bigger, but I'm used to doing it small. So, I'll stick my thumb in the middle if it helps you. Over my thumb, keeping it on the same side. Pin it underneath so I can keep it in place with my other finger, like so. Then I'm going to grab the first blue one and go through its opposite side, the one that isn't on the closest, like so. And then do the same with the other blue. So I'll be going through the one that this one's going over. See? If I can. This is pretty straightforward because I'm doing it the easy way, but I'm used to doing it the difficult way, so I'm not used to it. Don't worry, I haven't dropped it. It's still there. There you go. Doesn't matter if you do this a bit messy, just as long as it all pulls together nicely. And there's the first stitch. Simple as that. Now, I've just done the first stitch. I'm going to show you how to tie it off at the end. Haven't tied this one off, so I've just done all that. Haven't tied it off yet, so you can still see it. If you want to do it, if you have a plastic one, then you get an adult if you're under, have a lighter, to just melt the ends together, just to stick them together. But if you're using something else like ribbon or string, because this is how you do it. So I'm going to use the purple one. I'll use the red to show you, it's easier. So I've got the red ones, and I'm going to, say when you tie shoelaces, the first space you do, you put them together in like a little loop, like that, and just tie it. That's all you need to do. Just make sure you do it very, very, very tight. And then you put the blue, and then you do the same over the red with the opposite colour. In my case, it's the blue. Like so. And there you go. It's all stuck together. You can't get that undone. You could if you wanted to, but then you cut the ends, and it keeps it all in place for you. That's how you do a Scooby.